Welcome back to Parsnips and Parsimony. My name is Janelle. Today I'm doing a video on a massive, well for me it's massive, homeschool book haul. Wanted to share with you what we got looking forward to the 2020-2021 school year. I'm really excited about the books that I got. We actually started reading some of them already. The kids are loving them so far, but I wanted to share all with you guys. If there's something that you see here that looks of interest to you, let me know either in the comments or on the community page if you'd like to see a flip through of the book, and I can show you some more details of the books. I know I live for YouTube book flip throughs when I'm looking for new curriculum, and I'd be happy to share that all with you guys if there's something there that you see that piques your interest. So today I shopped from two different resources. One is christianbook.com and the other one is Rainbow Resource. I usually just do price comparisons between the two and shopping that way. However, there were some things at CBD that were bundled, which made them a better deal. So I'm going to start with christianbook.com, also known as CBD. CBD had sent me one of their catalogs and I went through it. There are their homeschooling catalogs. If you've never used christianbook.com, you can ask for them to mail you a catalog, and those catalogs are so helpful because they're very comprehensive, and it really allows me to look through what they have and see what would be a good fit for our family. The grades that I'll be teaching will be 6th grade down to, well, preschool with Lillian. And I decided that this year I was going to focus more heavily on read aloud books because that's a way that I can incorporate a lot of our history, science, health all in one fall swoop with all of the kids. And then in the afternoon I can have like breakout sessions where I can work one-on-one with the older kids that need that one-on-one time. So we're focusing heavy on read alouds for our morning time, and we're focusing on American history this year. So the first book I found was Children of the Covered Wagon. This is by Christian Liberty Press. I've had several of the read alouds from Christian Liberty Press. I can tell you they are engaging, they're exciting, and every single one that I have read, my kids have loved. So when I saw this one with a focus on American history, I went, I've got to get that. Then, while I was looking through the catalog, I found this series. This was bundled in Christian Book, where in Rainbow Resource it was not. So I ended up getting this. It was just an easier and a better price for me. This is by Moody Publishers, the Daughter of the Faith series. And this is all on girls or women in America and their Christian faith. And this is listed as historical or kids fiction, and it's for grade ages 8 to 12, which I thought we're right in that range, and really wanted to focus on Christian women from early American history. So this pack here has, let's see, this is a young girl, Olive Oatman, and this is from the Santa Fe Trail. This one's on the pioneer Eliza Shirley, who helped found the Salvation Army. This one's on Harriet Tubman, and then this one here is Phyllis Wheatley. Now, in this other set, I didn't finish opening this one, but I know the front one is on Pocahontas, and the back book here, The Tinker's Daughter, is about Mary Bunyan. So I'm really excited to be able to do read alouds with the girls on those. Now, this is the one that we started reading the last couple days, American Pioneers and Patriots. This has, it's either a workbook or a teacher's guide with it. I did not do that because I just wanted to do this as a read aloud. This is also by Christian Liberty Press, and what we've really enjoyed about it is it has pictures or drawings, but the stories are very captivating. So the first unit was about the first pioneers that came from Spain, and that had 3 chapters in it. Here, the first page of the unit, they have a little story about what was life like, and then they put a teaser in there and like, well, now you're going to find out what it was like to travel over on the ocean in the 1500s in a wood boat, and here are some children that lived through it. So again, it's fiction, but it's very interesting to read, and the kids are thrilled listening to the stories, and they leave the chapter with a cliffhanger. So the kids are always begging to read more. So the first day we actually finished all of the first unit, and at the end of the unit they have a little bit of how people lived during that time or whatever they were focusing on. And then on this page here they have unit questions. I loved this. This really created some good discussion with the kids. And then they have activities, optional activities that you can do. Here, draw a picture of a ship like the one that the children were on. Collect pictures of ships. So there's a lot of options. You don't have to do it, but it allows you to build on it if you want. And then the second unit was English Pioneers in Jamestown. And we actually read this one today. Again, the kids absolutely loved it. And they talked about soap making and things like that. And then in the back, again, we had how was soap made? It talked about that. And then we had our discussion points here. And by using this, I was able to bridge off into learning about the art of making soap, and we were able to find some amazing YouTube videos on soap making, and the kids were able to watch that in real life and just make this whole history more of a living history, and it just came alive for them. I am loving this book so far. Even though we've only gotten through the first 2 units, this one I would definitely recommend if you're doing any type of early American history. Get this book. You will not regret this one. A few other read-alouds that I saw in the Christian book catalog were these books here. I have not read them, so I don't know what they're going to be like. Paddle to the Sea, Tree in the Trail, Men of the Mississippi, and then Seabird. And these, from reading them online, again, are based on early American history. Just trying to put the whole picture together for the kids, and I'm really excited about reading these as well. A few other items that I wasn't able to get at Rainbow Resource, but Christian Book had, was this Puzzles and Games for Math. Grace is 5 years old, but she is devouring anything that I can get her hands on, and she loves doing games and puzzles and things like that at her nap time. So I picked up this book here, and it is right up her alley. I can tell you, she already got this book, and she asked if she could take it for a nap, and I said, no, I have to do a video first. So she's eagerly waiting for me to finish this video so I can give this book to her. But it just is all about numbers and colors. For first grade, she can totally do this on her own. She can ask me questions, but this is where she stands right now. And these are one of her favorite things. She loves doing word searches. So that was what she was trying to work on earlier. And then doing the problems. This is just, it's fun games that kids can learn while they're doing. I don't remember how much I paid for it. It's a skinny little book. You guys can see that. There's not a lot to it, but she's going to eat this up. And since she's supposed to be in kindergarten by age, but she's doing first grade work, I want to keep this really fun. This is what she really enjoys. So it's fun workbooks for her. On the same note, I picked up for her reading. She is doing some simple reading, so I want to build on that. I've never used these workbooks before, but when I was looking at the previews and such, it looked right up her alley. I loved how they had, the letters, and the letters here you can trace, so if children aren't comfortable writing, they had that here. And then I know she can do this. This should be a nice, I don't want to say easy, but a nice step up workbook for her. And then another book for her, because she loves books, is 180 Days of Geography. Again, I was looking for things that are different, but also fun. You have week 1, and then there's 5 lessons under week 1. And so with her, we'll spend part of a morning doing the whole week one day, because that's how she is. And, we'll sit down. This is my bedroom, and use the words. They give you the words to use right here. What is the title of this map? And so it's really simple, but it's something that is different than she's been doing. She's been focusing a lot on math and language, and I thought this is something different she hasn't explored, and I thought she would enjoy. The last thing I got was Lydia's math book. This is going to be our 3rd year using this with Lydia. This is not spiral learning. This is just really, it makes sure you've covered all the basics. Every child is different when it comes to math, and Lydia is very particular with what she does, and she can easily get discouraged if she doesn't understand something. So we want something very laid out, straightforward, that she can go through quickly and she can do well at. And this book has worked very well for us for 2 years, so I anticipate that we will again have good success with it this year. It's color-coded at the edge of the books. I don't know if you can see that. So each of these color-coded sections, the first section is, let's see, what do they have it for this year? The first unit is going to be working with whole numbers, and then unit 2 is going to be multiplication and division, and then you have multiplying one-digit numbers, dividing by one-digit numbers, and then at the end is your money, your time, your money, and then fractions geometry. This was set up very similar to book 2 and book 3, and we build on math skills. She's still in those elementary ages where you can actually teach math throughout the day in just real life experience. And so that's what we tend to do, is we talk about it. Art is really big into talking about math and equations, and that's not my ask book, but he's always having that conversation. Even if it's ahead of the kids where they are in their schoolwork, it's all getting retained in there. And so when it comes to doing this is just working through to make sure that we're on target, we're not missing anything. If we're missing anything, this book has enough questions to remedy those issues. And if not, if she understands it and she's very successful with it, I will usually select a handful of problems, and if she gets them correct, we move on because she has mastered that. And I really want my children to feel like they're being successful, but if they're mastering something, there's no need for repetition if they have mastered something. So this book has fit the bill perfectly for Lydia. I don't think it's going to work for some of my other kids, but for Lydia, it's the perfect choice. So that was everything that I got at christianbook.com. Right there, that cost $147.18. I actually think that was a pretty good haul for all of those books. Again, when you're doing price comparing and things like that, usually Amazon, Christian Book, or Rainbow Resources are my choices of retailers to go for books. The next set of books I have are from Rainbow Resources.